Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here in the garage today, doing a little bit of goofing around, and definitely going to be doing a little bit of goofing around in this video. I wanted to do uh, another head-to-head challenge for you guys. This one might be a little bit lopsided, but I think it's just all in fun. But we are going to be testing out, putting head-to-head one of the guns that was sent over to me to be repaired by Randy. This one is really pretty cool. Didn't know it existed until he handed it to me and asked me to take a look at it for him. But what we have here is an Apache Fireball, and this one they started producing these in the late 40s, and they only made these. This company only made this product line for a couple of years, and then they went out of business, or I believe that's what I read anyway. But somebody said they may have only made about 7,000 total pieces, and so that's pretty cool. It actually uses 24 caliber round balls, and these round balls here I harvested from number 4 buckshot shells. They're not very perfect, so some of them go a little bit wonky on me, but we're going to be putting that head to head up against one of the old timers in my collection, and this is one of my Crosman Model 600s. This is actually a newer version of it. I have another one that's right here that is actually an earlier version. So that one, when you load the CO2, you load the CO2 with the nozzle back towards the trigger, and then when you close that down the first time you pull the trigger, that pierces the CO2 and then it starts cycling. This one has a piercing cap up front here, and you put the thing in with the nozzle pointed towards the muzzle of the gun, and then you push that in to pierce the CO2. So we're going to go ahead, and I've got a couple of splatter bursts going across the garage here. Like I said, the Apache shoots 24 caliber round balls, so I only have one source for those. I am going to be using these Crosman Premier hollow points for the Model 600. Let's go ahead and get out a few of these round balls. I want to take a look at them. Some of them are got a little bit of imperfections in them, and I want to give this thing the best chance that I can, and make sure we find some that are decent and round, don't have any big whammies in them or anything. So there's two good ones. You know, when you're shooting number 4 buckshot out of a shotgun, having a little bit of imperfections in the round balls is not going to make too big a deal, but trying to shoot them out of a rifled barrel, you want to have them look the best. Those ones all didn't look too bad, but I think I picked the best 5 out of the little handful there. So this gun here is pretty cool. If you didn't see my video on it from the other day, this one was sent in. It was not, it would pump up a little bit, but basically you're just getting one pump in it. When you open it back up, that pump would come right back out again because the valve was messed up in it, the inlet valve to the air chamber. I was able to fix it. If you want to find out more about that, I'm not going to go into it in depth here, but if you want to find more about that, I'll actually link the video down in the description so you guys can look back to that. But I did find some parts that Henry Ford has in his inventory that allowed me to fix the valve. I'm still working on trying to find a good pump cup for it. This one's not bad, and it is actually pumping up with some air, so I'm not too worried about that, but it is shooting pretty good now. So it does have a little spring-loaded magazine follower here, and then you drop the pellets in, the BBs in right there, and it'll hold, I think I counted like 7 shots or 6 shots, but we're gonna do 5 shots with each of these guns, and may the best man win. I kind of expect the Crosman will have a little bit of an advantage shooting pellets in shooting. But this thing doesn't do bad if I can do my part and the BBs aren't too distorted. It does pretty good. So you open this top lever here, pull it back, and it allows one BB to go into the chamber, and then you close it and twist it back up, and you pull back on this cocking lever that pulls the hammer back off the valve, and then you can pump it up. Got one more gun. I'm waiting for parts still. I ordered them, and they're still showing in pre-shipment status, so I gotta get on eBay and complain about that. But that's an old Daisy 25, and hopefully we'll get the parts for that soon. And a little low, but not bad. So if I can get the parts for that 25 and get that thing fixed back up, then I'll have all 4 of Randy's guns fixed and get them back to him. And there we go, that's better. All right, starting to wobble around a little bit. It's shooting good now. It's really pumping up nice. You can really feel the pressure building as you get up to that 8th and 9th and 10th pump. All right, I think those are all, except for the first one, are all 10s. Given the 600 something to shoot for anyway. All right, last one. Let's make it good. I think that one might be a 9, but that's a good looking score. So let's go ahead and load up the Model 600. I have shot a handful of shots out of this, so hopefully the CO2 is still good. But so the Model 600 also has a magazine on it. This one is actually a semi-automatic CO2 pistol, if you're not familiar with what the 600 is. But you load in your pellets in front here, and they slide to the back. This will hold up to 10. This one, I tried to fix this one myself, and you know, man's got to know his limitations. So I gave up on it before I broke anything inside of it, and I sent it over to Henry Ford, and he worked his magic on it. And so when I found this one, that one was actually in a box, all taken apart in a million pieces. I didn't know if there was anything missing or whatever. I just packed it right up and sent it over to him, and he took care of it. So I don't even recall what he said he found with it, but that one's working really well too. So, but let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Ooh, that's a 9. That's a 10. Oh, wow. That was a flyer. Another flyer. Oof. I think that one was up in 8 or 9 as well. I don't know what's going on with that. All of a sudden it was shooting them up high. It definitely wasn't doing that when I was testing it. So, but anyway, so looks like the Apache may have a chance here. I did not do that on purpose for sure. But stand by, let me add those up, and I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, I am back. That was definitely not my best showing with the 600, but it is what it is. I don't know. I don't understand why it was popping up like that, but I was aiming and squeezing good. But I was really impressed with how well that Apache did. Ended up the first shot was a 9. It just broke the. It looked like it was an 8 from across the garage here, but it did break up into the 9. Then the next 3 shots were actually 10s, and then another 9 for a really nice 48 out of a possible 50. Um, the 600, I had a 9, a 10, then an 8 almost off the paper, off the splatter burst. Then another 9 that did crack into the 9, and then the last one went into the same hole as the other 8. So I had 2 8s, 2 9s, and a 10. So I had 44 on that one. Still not bad. You know, these things are definitely plinking guns, both of them for sure. Neither one of them are intended for, you know, Olympic competition or anything like that. So to group like that, I think is pretty darn good. If I had adjusted down a little bit, I bet I would have really scored well with the 600 as well. But it's all fun, right? That's all I'm out here for. Just having fun and comparing these cool old timers. So anyway, thanks Randy for letting me take care of this for you. I'm going to wait until I get that Model 25 fixed up, and then I'll send both of these back together just to save on shipping. But I really appreciate it. Cool 600, even cooler Apache Fireball. So, and I'm having fun. Hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.